Welcome to this short presentation about Kangen water and the amazing products from Enagic. My name is Maneka Helleberg, and I'm here with Professor Dolores Cahill and Zafeiria Kakaletri from Greece, and I'm so honored to be working with both of you. My background is as a teacher. I've worked with this water and been diving deep into water for over 5 years now. And I've had the honor to partner up with both Dolores and Zafeiria. Maybe you would like to just say hi and give a little background of where you come from with this water. Dolores, would you like to
Yeah,
start?
just a brief thank you. Yes, as everyone knows, maybe I'm a scientist and I have been trying to find solutions for health and including prevention and treatment and early diagnosis. And one of the things that I've learned on my journey is that having the best water that you can get access to is very important to maintain your health, and also to give you, renewed vitality. So I'm actually used the Kangen water myself, having done a lot of analysis of other water systems and water filtration systems. So, and it's a real pleasure to be with Zafeiria and with you, Maneka, and working together with you.
Oh, thank you, Dolores. Yes, Zafeiria, would you like to tell them a little bit about you?
Of course. Thank you so much, Monica and Dolores. I'm also so honored and happy to be here with you. I'm a dentist from Greece, and I was so excited to learn about this water, the Kangen water. And so I'm really happy to hear everything that you're going to tell us and share today, Monica and Dolores. So interesting. Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll jump into the slides and we'll be talking water and also how we can be free from toxins in our home. And also the question of radiation is something we're going to go into. So, like I said, we are having a short introduction video here. There are more in-depth videos that explain the more details of what we're going to talk about here, but this will give you a brief overview of the water and the products from Enagic that we have chosen to promote and to give to people as an amazing solution for people's health. So what we've chosen to do is to align with a proven product and a company that we really believe in. I know, like you say, Dolores, you looked into this for 2 years before you started to promote this, and really I've also done a lot of research during the years, and you need to find something that solves as many problems as possible. That is what I believed, and something that is stable and proven. So the company that we have decided to work with is called Enagic. And when you look at what company that you want to partner with, you want to make sure that they have a track record, that they have good ethics, they have the top certifications, and they have a well-established and working company. So this is what we've found in Enagic. They're 50 years old. They have the top certifications in the world, including ISO certifications, which is the top standard in the world for medical grade technology, for their environmental work, and also for their ethics. They have a gold standard company, meaning that they have no debt, they are family owned, and they will not go anywhere. They've been around for a long time and they're going to continue to be around. And they've also built up this amazing network of offices all around the world that make sure that if you partner with Enagic, if you buy their products, you will get service from the closest, nearest office to you, and also in your own language. So they have an amazing support system in the whole world. And why we believe in Enagic, there's so many things that you could choose from, so many different problems to solve, so many health products out there. And why we believe in Enagic is that because they solve some of the most pressing problems in our modern world. And one of those problems is all the toxins and chemicals in our water sources. There are thousands of chemicals going around in our ecosystems that are harmful for our health. This could be heavy metals. There are cancerogenic chemicals put in our water. There are lots of different medical residues, for instance, and much, much more. Whereas those chemicals that are regulated by our governments are just very, very few of all those chemicals. And they're also usually much higher than they should be. So with all these chemicals around, we become the filter. Our body becomes the filter, which it shouldn't be. And it puts a load on our bodies. I don't know if you would like to jump in there, Dolores, and just mention something, because this is actually your area of expertise as a professor.
Yeah, no, just that I suppose I think it's a very good way of explaining it, that if you don't filter your water to remove whatever toxins are in the water, and we do know that there are toxins like arsenic or fluoride, which is like a poison, that if you don't have filtered them out of your water, that your body becomes the filter. And you know, there's work, we'll say, for Professor Chris Exley from England, that he showed that with certain types of water, silicated water, that you can actually remove aluminium from your body, and you can test the removal of aluminium in the urine. And he did studies of that phase 1 clinical trial. So it is well known that if you obviously don't have a filter, your body becomes the filter. There are some elements and particles in the water that once they get into your cells, it is difficult enough to remove them. So it is the plan for people's health to use filtration systems to not get the toxins in the first place. And as we'll see later on, this product was developed to mirror the most healthy water that was found to be in the blue zones, where people lived into their elderly years and very healthy in Japan and in other places. So I just think water is one of the best things. And also, a lot of the time when people don't have the best water, their bodies are more or less not telling them not to drink the water, and people are chronically dehydrated. And there's a lot of things like brain fog and chronic fatigue associated with dehydration. And also, if the water isn't properly structured, you can drink the water, but it won't get into your cells so that you feel in the best health. So I think there's a lot of reasons why, if you want to make one change, that water is a good place to start.
Thank you, Dolores. That's amazing. And the next problem that Enagic is solving, that we're going to present as well, is that of protecting yourself from the EMF pollution. EMF is electromagnetic frequencies, where there are a large number of studies now that really show the health effects, the negative health effects from EMF. And it's a problem that is just getting bigger and bigger, unfortunately. And then other problems that we need to address that we're not going to speak too deeply about now, but just mentioning that we are a community, we are a lot of people that are spreading the word and creating more awareness about these questions, about the water and the toxins and the EMF. So this question of feeling lonely or not feeling like you're making a difference, and also a lot of financial stress and pressure on people, is something that Enagic is addressing as well. And you can choose, if you want to also be a part of this community that choose to spread the awareness about water, and then also have financial benefits for that, but that we will present in another video if you're interested in that. But altogether, we believe that sharing the awareness about these issues and also making it possible to solve these problems means that we work with making a huge positive impact in people's health and in people's lives, which is what is the most important. So let's talk about water and also the solution that we present to these water problems. So first, it's important to understand that water is life. It's the basis of life. All life is depending on water, especially our bodies. And it's important to not just have clean water, but what we will go into here is also what it means to have medical grade healthy water, and also removing all of the toxins from your home, not just your water. So first of all, we are made of 70% water. And a lot of people are aware of eating healthy or maybe working out or eating supplements. They're doing very many things, but they forget the importance of the water for their health. Since we're made of 70% water, this is such an important part of our whole physical body and our health. And what this Japanese company did over 50 years ago was starting to analyze some of the most powerful healing springs in the world. And one of them is in Okinawa, Japan. And a lot of people have come to these springs over hundreds of years to really experience the benefits of this water. People were having healing effects from the water, and people would know that and come and drink the water and bathe in the water and then have healing effects. So the Japanese, they studied this water in a scientific way and they saw that this water had a negative charge, meaning that it was ionized. It is structured, it's full of molecular hydrogen, which is a very powerful antioxidant in the body, and it was very pure and clean. And the next step for them was to create a water solution, a water technology that would mimic these most powerful springs. And they developed this amazing water ionization technique, and they got it certified in Japan as a medical grade device. And for that to happen, it's very good for you to know that having a technology medical grade in Japan is not easy. It takes many, many years, over 7 years. It takes a lot of research behind it. It takes a lot of financing to be able to achieve that. And Enagic has all of their certifications, including the medical grade certifications, all online. You can go to enagic.com or enagiceu.com. You can read more about the water, and you can download and look at the certifications that are top in the world. And this technique, you put it onto your ordinary tap, and it will convert the tap water into 5 different kinds of water with 7 different pH levels. And I'm going to talk about that very soon. And one of those waters is the Kangen water, which you drink, where you have these positive health benefits from the water. And this technique mimics this natural spring water in the way that it purifies the tap water. It ionizes and structures the water. It makes the water alkalized, and it makes it full of molecular hydrogen. So the effects then of the water in the body from these different qualities of the water means that you get an increased hydration in the body. You get antioxidant properties from the water. So it's not just pure and clean, it's also healthy for you. Just like you see on the picture, like blueberries and raw food and maybe citruses, all these healthy things that you eat, they have an antioxidant effect in the body, which is healthy for you. So just to make a, what do you say? A comparison, if you drink 1 glass of Kangen water, it's actually the same antioxidant effect in the body as 1.5 liters of blueberries. That's the power of this water, which is amazing. So what happens when you drink this water is that the cells start to work again. It, you get an increased cellular function, which means that the cells detoxify the toxins and the acidity, all of the things that should come out of the cell, they come out of the cell. And the good things, the nutrition, the oxygen, the negative charge, all of that comes into the cell and heals the cell. And when the cell heals, the body heals. And I would love to bring you on here as well, Dolores, because yeah, if you would like to just say from your perspective also what happens in the body.
Yeah, I think, well, one of the things, like we say, is it's structured. So that means that the water can actually go into the body. That's the same kind of structure that you find in these water regions and in the regions where people went to. And the hydrogen that they add to the water, the molecular hydrogen, that when you drink that, the hydrogen combines with free oxygen radicals in every cell of your body. And the oxygen radicals are often produced when there is metabolism, like in the mitochondria. And when you have excess oxygen, that actually is part of a toxic process in the body. And we end up breathing to get rid of the toxins. But what the molecular hydrogen does is actually combines with the excess oxygen in the mitochondria and converts that then into water and frees up the metabolic surfaces of the mitochondria for more energy creation, and also to allow the body to function properly, to remove existing toxins. And also the hydrogen reduces the inflammatory process in the body. So often we see when people drink the water for a number of weeks, some of their inflammatory or pain associated with inflammation or pain associated with just inflammation and autoimmune diseases can reduce when people drink the water over a number of weeks and in the first few months.
Thank you, Dolores. Thank you so much. And it's over the years, I've seen so many people get better and really experience these health effects. And when you see that, you get so grateful and so happy to be able to just change people's water and then change a lot of things in their health that they might have been struggling with for a long, long time before. So just to introduce the different kinds of water that the machine produces, one of them is the Kangen water that we have already discussed, and it comes from the pH 8.5, 9.0, and 9.5. And on top of that, the machine produces a water called strong Kangen water, and they all have different pH levels. The strong Kangen water has the pH 11, and you don't drink this water, but you can use it to reduce toxins in your home and also in your food, actually, which is a big problem. The different toxins that are put on conventional farming, like glyphosate, etc. So this is an emulsifier, so you can use it as a kitchen cleaner and throw away those chemicals that might disturb your health. And you can soak your vegetables and fruits in 11.0 water, which removes the toxins and the remnants of these chemicals from your food, which is also very important. And then you have the clean water, which does not have the Kangen effect. It's just purified water that you can use for medicines or for babies or maybe old people where you don't want that detoxing effect for them. And you don't want to take Kangen water with medication because it can increase the uptake of the medication. The next water is beauty water between pH 4 to 6. And this is not for drinking either, but you can use it for your skin and for your hair. And many people that have even skin problems or problems with their hair, they experience a great ameliorating effect because the skin's pH is a bit more acidic and it brings the skin's pH back to where it should be and then heals the skin and hair. And of course, we also remove, I'll talk about that soon, but there's a shower unit that also removes the toxins from the water that you bathe and shower in so that the skin doesn't absorb those chemicals. The last water is the strong acidic water, which is actually kind of revolutionizing in itself because it's actually a disinfectant. And it's just water and it's disinfectant. The chemical name is hypochloric acid, and it actually disinfects many more bacteria, etc., and fungi, all of that, much more than any other disinfecting agent. It even takes the resistant bacteria from very bad wounds, etc. And it's used by dentists, by medical professionals, especially in Asia and United States. And of course, you can clean wounds, you can clean surfaces with it without having any toxicity whatsoever. And yeah, this is the Anespa. It's the shower unit by Enagic, which both cleans the water and also adds minerals and different, let me see. Yeah, it mineralizes and also ionizes the water so that your skin and hair also can heal and so that you don't absorb toxins through your skin. I've seen people with eczema, with different skin problems, get very, very much better through just showering and bathing in the Anespa, which is a huge problem for a lot of people out there. So that was the water, and now we are moving on to the M-Guard, which is a completely different area. The M-Guard is Enagic's EMF protection device. And I'm so grateful and happy that Enagic has invented this. It took 7 years of research in Asia to produce this. It is measurable. It's the actual only device that I have seen where you can measure it and see it with your own eyes. And it can protect you within a radius of 8 diameters and make sure that you and your family are not exposed to EMF in
8 meters, isn't that right? 8 meters. Yeah.
Yeah, 8 meters. So just to let you know what happens when you have this long-term exposure of EMF. So it's very hard because you cannot see it, right? You can't smell it, you can't see it, but it is measurable. So I'll show you later on, I'll show you exactly a measurement of EMF and you can see it with your own eyes. But you can see different health problems coming from this long-term exposure, such as cellular damage, oxidative stress, disruption of biological processes, as well as neurological disorders. And I know you know a lot about this as well, Dolores. We've actually been involved in this issue way before Enagic came with a solution. Would you like to add some things there as well?
Yeah, well, just that there are many scientists who, when we were interviewing people, and I interviewed them when I had my radio show on TNT Radio, who have been working for decades and are concerned about the effects and health effects of EMF radiation. And also we have met and also interviewed and had conversations that we recorded over the years for people who were so sensitive to EMF radiation that they found it difficult working in offices or even traveling into the center of cities like London. So what we, a lot of people were talking about the issues and the adverse health effects, and a lot of people, when they go into really strong areas like the center of London, you can actually feel the pulsation or the effects of EMF in your head, and people get headaches and they can't sleep. So I know you're going to show a video, but people who have bought this product actually see that they can, stay in hotels, or they can actually travel when they have this product. So I think everything that we're trying to promote, we want people to prove for themselves that these products actually work, and test it for themselves or be shown the evidence.
Mm. Yes, and I know, Zafeiria, you have experienced this effect, this change. Would you like to talk a bit about that?
Yes, of course. I've been using it for some months now, and I don't have headaches anymore at home. If I'm somewhere away and I don't have it with me, it can happen. But now at home, I don't have a headache. And if I have a headache and I get at home, then after some little time, it just fades away. I'm not claiming that a headache cannot be from something else, of course. But in my case, it looks like it was quite radiation related in the past. So for me, it was really life-changing.
Oh, amazing. And like we'll see soon that it's like we said, it's hard to understand when you can't see it, you can't smell it, anything like that. But since you can measure it, it's very, very real. And actually, I had the same experience as you, Safaria, that it was almost like a headache or a pressure on the body in my head that I didn't even think about because it was there all the time. And when the M guard was put on, it was almost like this was heavy weight was lifted from me, and like this headache that also went away, and also my family experienced that we sleep much better, and that's a common report from so many people that might be sleep deprived or having problems with their sleep, that they're actually sleeping much like deeper and much easier also.
So,
So yeah, thank you, Safaria.
thank you.
So just to let you know how it works, so it's designed to neutralize and harmonize electromagnetic radiation, and it's very easy to bring with you. I actually have it here, so it's about this size, you see, and it's just a USB port. You can put it in your car, you can bring it with you to your office or where you're at. And then it protects you in a diameter of 8 meters and a radius of 4 meters. And it suppresses the harmful radiation up to 1 gigahertz. So it's not a full range protection, but why these researchers chose to protect exactly this range. Me and Dolores, we've actually sat down and talked directly to them. It's because it's that range which affects the physical body and the organs in the physical body the most. So that is the range that the M guard protects you from. Would you like to add something there, Dolores?
No, well, I guess it's just that, and I know in other presentations we have the different frequencies that are emitted and that affect different types of materials. And so it turns out that the frequency that has the most effect on the human body, and the water molecules, and if you have any toxins or metals or nanoparticles in your body, it is the interference of the radiation frequencies on the soft tissues of your body and the water in your body, which then cause the feelings of chronic fatigue or brain fog or headaches. And it is in this exact frequency range that the M-Guard is beneficial. And the interesting thing is that a lot of the equipment that are sold to measure the EMF radiation doesn't actually measure in this range, so that if people do want to test whether the M-Guard works, it's important that they learn about the frequency range that's most harmful to the body, and then ensure that they have a proper detector that can measure whether it's actually working or not, as well as if you get chronic headaches, or if you feel the pressure on your head, or you are sleepless, or you notice that your children, when they stay in hotels or go into a very heavy radiation part, that their behavior changes, then you can observe yourself whether your own health gets better and the symptoms go away.
Thank you, Dolores. It's super, super important. I think the awareness is being raised every day about this issue. We have people like Robert Kennedy, like Magda Havers. You can watch Dolores, podcast, the TNT radio, and we also had a health hazards and solutions podcast. If you want to see that, to like dive deeper into this issue, and there are lots of experts speaking about that there. Let's see here. Oh, sorry, before I go into it. Oh, so it's being turned on straight away, but anyway, just wanted to show you a demo of the M-Guard. This is me driving our Tesla. And yes, I do drive a Tesla, and people were like, oh my God, it's so much radiation, it's dangerous for you. And I want to show you the M-Guard in action, and actually me measuring the effect of the M-Guard in the car to show you that it actually goes down to 0 when the M-Guard is on. So I hope you can hear this. I'm going to put it on. I also have it on my channels, and we can put it in Zafeiria's Facebook group as well for you to watch. M-Guard is on. See on the reader that it is 0. There's nothing that this reader that reads the low frequency EMF can read. And now we unplug the M-Guard directly. It goes up to around 2,800. And if I plug it in again, nothing. It goes down to 0, guys. So especially if you have a Tesla, you know there's radiation in Teslas. You need one of these. I can just tell you. Yeah, that's it's very, very powerful to just see it with your own eyes, right? And of course, it's not only radiation from Teslas. The radiation comes from electrical devices, from the radio towers, from a lot of different places in your households, like the Wi-Fi's, etc. So that's what you need to protect yourself and your family from. So just a summary now of the different products, and also one product we have not spoken about, but that I will at least mention here. So first, we've talked about the K8, that is the world leading water ionizer to give yourself and your family the best water out there. And if you Google this, you can find a lot of opinions out there that are not fact-based. I just want to warn about this. If you want to research and really check the facts, you can look at PubMed or Google Scholar on electrolyzed reduced water. You can see all the different scientific research that have been done on the water ionizer. And then we've talked about the M-Guard, the powerful EMF protection that is researched and measurable. We talked about the Anespa, the mineral spa bath shower that makes sure that no harmful toxins enters through your skin, and to make your skin and hair give your skin and hair water that resembles actually the Japanese onsen, the hot springs in Japan. And the last product that kind of adds to this whole package, that is called what we call the quad, which is the full package for your health and also for your wealth. If you want to work with it, there is a possibility. But the Yukon is a very powerful turmeric extract that also works as an anti-inflammatory and helps your body through this detox process that can happen when you start to drink the water. So Yukon and turmeric has a long tradition in Japan. And this specific Yukon is made in a way that is patented, grown in Kangen water, and it has a seal that makes sure that it doesn't come in contact with oxygen so that it doesn't oxidize. So it's much more potent and powerful turmeric. So these are the products, guys, and this is the water and the different products that really goes to some of the main problems that a lot of people are experiencing with their health, such as acidosis, as toxins in your body, and also the radiation and the lack of nutrients, etc., that in turn has a lot of different negative health effects. So we want to solve these basic issues for our health to make sure we spread awareness and the greatest water and the greatest protection against EMF. Yes, Zafeiria, you want to add something there?
Yes, please. Thank you. I would just like to stress a little bit that the Kangen water is the only worldwide patented medical grade water. And to stress again, you already mentioned that it's not just a filter water, because many people tell me, okay, I have a filter. No, after the filter, there is the electrolysis process, which makes this water unique worldwide and resembles to this one from those springs that exist in Japan and some other areas worldwide. So it's a unique water, ionized structure, alkalized, and has a very solid scientific basis for anyone who wants more information. You already mentioned where to find the real info, because there's also not all the info online. And we are at your disposal to provide to anyone who wants more from the scientific basis, which counts many, many years and has never been contradicted in any survey in any university. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Zafeiria. Would you like to say some last words about the products, Dolores, as well?
No, I just think it's actually interesting. My internet went off just as you were showing the video. But I think what it is these products, I guess, that it's a very minimal change to your lifestyle, you know, whether you improve the water. And of course, generally people drink the pH 7 water and the Kangen water, pH 8, 8.5 or 9. 9.5, and the other waters are there that can do sterilization or help with your skin or your hair. So it's the ones that we drink are the ones, obviously pH 7 to 9.5, that they can give a significant reduction of inflammation and also improve how your body absorbs the water so that you're not dehydrated. And in a way, when you're not dehydrated, the water can get into every cell of your body and help to remove the toxins, and the hydrogenation aspect of it helps to clear out any free oxygen radicals which contribute to inflammation. And it literally just, I think, takes away the toxic load from every cell in your body, because you're not drinking more toxins the body has to try and react to or to, you know, deal with every day. And it is when you remove them from your drinking water, it allows the body's natural detoxing and healing products to activate. And I think the M-Guard, that people that who have used it have actually felt that they sleep better, or that they have less headaches or less kind of disorientation when they are around Wi-Fi radiation. And the routers in their home, particularly as well if they have to use laptops for their work or they have to go into offices. And because it's, you know, quite a small product that a lot of people can actually plug it in their homes and bring it in their car and then bring it into their office with the one product. So I think Kangen are a very honorable company, and they are trying to produce products that are beneficial to people. And it's, I think it's a real contribution, and it's the kind of world that we want to live in, is that people can actually look at the products they're and test them themselves and build confidence. And generally, the Kangen products are recommended by word of mouth, and the people who go into the aspects of talking about these products usually had some health issues that the Kangen product, they actually saw the benefits in their own lives or the lives of their loved ones. So it's kind of a very honorable product to be associated with.
Thank you, Dolores. Thank you so much. And thank you, everyone that has listened today. Thank you for your time. And the next step, if you are interested in knowing more and learning, if you want more information or want to dive deeper into this subject, you can just reach out to us or the one that invited you here, and we're happy to give you more information and support you to get started. And you want to add something there, Zafeiria?
Yes, maybe Greek people would like to talk in Greek, so we can have a conversation if they want. They can contact us in the Facebook group in personal message, or they can contact myself in a personal message in Messenger. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Zafeiria.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dolores, for joining in, and wishing you lots of health and wealth and a beautiful life. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Dolores.
Everyone. Bye.